Welcome to our series, the Bhagavad Gita for All. Namaskar. Chapter 15, Purushottam Yog, or the Yog of the Supreme Being or Person.
Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramatishvaraha grihitvaitani sanyati vayur gandhani vashayat.
In the last video, we spoke about the illusion that the world offers us great happiness. To break away from detachment, Shri Krishna's advice was to practice devotion to a higher power or be dedicated to your purpose. Let's take a look at what more we need in order to satisfy our soul. If you're keen to know what the abode of the Lord looks like, you're in luck. Shri Krishna has a description for us. Shri Krishna's home needs no light from the sun, nor moon, nor fire to light it up. It emits light on its own. It's made up of the Yogamaya, which is the spiritual energy, and thus one will find knowledge and bliss in his home. Our world here on earth is made up of the material energy or Maya, and therefore will have defects and dualities. But that's not true in the Lord's abode. In fact, it's perfect. And once you reach his abode, there's no coming back, and you're free from the cycle of birth and death. For the souls who are still in the material world, they face a struggle. What kind of struggle? One wherein our senses and our mind, bound in the material energy, spell trouble for us. If you walk past a mogra plant, you're mesmerized by the heady fragrance. You might not even have to lean in to take the fragrance because the wind does it for you. Typically at weddings, especially Maharashtrian ones, you will find women with a gazra in their bun and the fragrance of the flowers just looms around. Upon our death, just like the breeze, our soul carries the mind and experiences from our current body into the new body we take on. This might be a lot for some of you to take in. So just try to listen in to what the verses mean. You are free to have your own interpretation based on your understanding and your own experience about life, your own context, your own beliefs. We've discussed this before, that the soul by itself doesn't have a context of the life that you live. It is the senses and one's mind that helps the soul experience the pleasure and the pain that surround it. Now your soul begins to associate itself with this good or bad feeling because of the presence of the ego. The soul could never be satisfied with the happiness it experiences in this material world. That's because it's divine in nature. The bliss that the soul seeks is eternal and infinite. What the soul seeks can be attained through devotion. The mind, the senses, and the feelings they create in you are just a source of bondage. There is nothing for the soul in this material world. At any point in time, be it day or night, there are innumerable stars in the sky. During the day, because of the sun's bright light, these stars are not visible to us. But at night, it's a different picture, and one is mesmerized under a beautiful starlit night. What this means is that to have a certain type of experience, one will have to move away from some things. In our case, to have a blissful experience of life itself, you will need to keep the ego, the pleasure, or the pain surrounding your actions, the turmoil of all of these emotions, all of this a little aside. Only then can you make sense of what life has to offer you. Attaining absolute and eternal peace and happiness, that is your end goal. On the way, there will be many passengers joining you. Who you befriend and who you choose to ignore, that will be your test. Dhanyavad.